Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
New York City is one of the most vibrant and competitive business environments in the world, offering a wealth of opportunities for entrepreneurs. However, before starting a business in NYC, it's essential to understand the various legal structures available and the processes involved in establishing your company. The legal structure you choose will affect everything from liability and taxation to how much control you have over your business. This article provides an in-depth analysis of the primary business structures available in NYC: sole proprietorship, partnership, C corporation, S corporation, and limited liability company, LLC. We will discuss the legal and tax implications of each structure, the process for setting up the business, and how working with an experienced attorney can help you navigate the complexities of business formation. Sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is the simplest and most common type of business structure, especially for individuals starting small businesses. In a sole proprietorship, the business is owned and operated by a single individual, and there is no legal distinction between the owner and the business. Legal aspects of a sole proprietorship. No formal business registration. In NYC, you do not need to formally register a sole proprietorship unless you are operating under a trade name, also known as a doing business as or DBA. If you use a trade name, you must register it with the New York County Clerk's Office. Personal liability. The owner is personally liable for all business debts and legal actions. This means that personal assets such as your home or car could be at risk if the business incurs liabilities. Taxation. Sole proprietors report their business income and expenses on their personal income tax returns using Schedule C, Form 1040. The income is subject to self-employment taxes, Social Security and Medicare, in addition to federal, state, and city income taxes. How to set up a sole proprietorship in NYC. Obtain any necessary permits or licenses depending on the type of business you are starting. Register a DBA if you are using a business name other than your own. Open a business bank account to separate your personal and business finances. Sole proprietorships are best suited for small-scale operations where personal liability is not a significant concern. Partnership. A partnership is a business structure in which two or more individuals share ownership of the business. Partnerships can be general or limited, depending on the roles and liability of the partners. Types of partnerships. General partnership. All partners share management responsibilities and are personally liable for business debts. Limited partnership, LP, comprises at least one general partner who manages the business and assumes unlimited liability, and one or more limited partners who contribute capital but have limited liability. Legal aspects of a partnership. Personal liability. In a general partnership, all partners have unlimited liability for business debts and obligations, similar to a sole proprietorship. In an LP, only general partners have this liability, while limited partners' liability is limited to their investment. Taxation. Partnerships are considered pass-through entities, meaning the business itself does not pay income tax. Instead, the income and losses are passed through to the partners, who report them on their personal tax returns. How to set up a partnership in NYC. Draft a partnership agreement that outlines each partner's rights, responsibilities, and share of profits and losses. Register a DBA if the partnership will operate under a name other than the partner's names. File for an employer identification number, EIN, from the IRS. Register with the New York Department of State if it's a limited partnership. Partnerships are ideal for businesses where multiple individuals want to share management and profits, but don't need the complexity of a corporation. C corporation. A C corporation is a more complex business structure that is legally separate from its owners, shareholders. This structure offers the strongest protection against personal liability, but it also comes with more regulations and tax obligations. Legal aspects of a C corporation. Limited liability. Shareholders are not personally liable for the corporation's debts or legal issues. Their liability is limited to their investment in the company. Taxation. C corporations are subject to double taxation. The corporation pays taxes on its profits, and shareholders also pay taxes on dividends they receive. Corporate tax rates are generally lower than individual tax rates, but double taxation is a downside for many small business owners. Regulatory compliance. C corporations must adhere to strict record-keeping, reporting, and regulatory requirements. They must also have a board of directors, hold annual meetings, and keep formal corporate minutes. How to form a C corporation in NYC. File a certificate of incorporation with the New York Department of State. Draft bylaws to govern the corporation's operations. Issue stock certificates to shareholders. Obtain an EIN from the IRS. Register with the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance for tax purposes. C corporations are ideal for businesses that plan to raise capital through stock offerings or for larger ventures with multiple shareholders seeking robust liability protection. S corporation. An S corporation is similar to a C corporation in terms of structure but offers pass-through taxation, which can be advantageous for small to medium-sized businesses. Legal aspects of an S corporation. Limited liability. Like C corporations, S corporation shareholders have limited liability. Taxation. The primary advantage of an S corporation is pass-through taxation. The corporation itself does not pay federal income taxes. Instead, profits and losses are passed through to shareholders who report them on their personal tax returns. This avoids the double taxation faced by C corporations. Shareholder restrictions. S corporations are limited to 100 shareholders, and shareholders must be U.S. citizens or residents. This makes the structure less flexible for companies planning to expand ownership or seek international investors. How to form an S corporation in NYC. First, incorporate as a C corporation by filing the necessary paperwork with the New York Department of State. File Form 2553 with the IRS to elect S corporation status. Follow the same regulatory requirements as C corporations, bylaws, stock issuance, annual meetings, etc. S corporations are a great option for small to medium-sized businesses that want the liability protection of a corporation, but prefer the tax benefits of a pass-through entity. Limited Liability Company, LLC. A limited liability company, LLC, is a flexible business structure that combines elements of a corporation's limited liability with the tax benefits of a partnership. LLCs are becoming increasingly popular among small businesses due to their simplicity and protection. Legal aspects of an LLC. Limited liability. LLC members, owners, are not personally liable for the company's debts or legal issues, offering significant protection for personal assets. Taxation. LLCs benefit from pass-through taxation, meaning the profits and losses are reported on the owner's personal tax returns. However, LLCs can also elect to be taxed as a C corporation or S corporation, giving them additional flexibility. Fewer formalities. LLCs do not require as many formalities as corporations. For example, they are not required to hold annual meetings or maintain a board of directors. How to form an LLC in NYC. File articles of organization with the New York Department of State. Draft an operating agreement which outlines the management and ownership structure of the LLC. This document is not required to be filed with the state, but is highly recommended. Obtain an EIN from the IRS. Register for New York State taxes with the Department of Taxation and Finance. Publish a notice of the LLC's formation in 2 local newspapers, as required by New York state law, and file an affidavit of publication with the state. LLCs are ideal for entrepreneurs who want the flexibility of a sole proprietorship or partnership, but also seek liability protection without the complexity of forming a corporation. Choosing the right business structure. Choosing the right business structure is a crucial decision that depends on factors such as the size of the business, the level of personal liability you are willing to assume, how you want the business to be taxed, and how much regulatory complexity you are prepared to handle. Sole proprietorships are great for small, low-risk businesses with one owner. Partnerships are ideal for businesses with multiple owners who want to share management and profits. C corporations are best for large businesses seeking to raise capital through stock issuance and those who need significant liability protection. S corporations offer tax advantages for small to medium-sized businesses with a manageable number of shareholders. LLCs provide a flexible, low-formality structure with liability protection, making them popular among small business owners. The importance of legal representation. Starting a business involves a multitude of legal decisions, from choosing the right structure to complying with federal, state, and local regulations. Working with an experienced business attorney ensures that the process is handled correctly from the start, minimizing risks and helping you avoid costly mistakes. A skilled attorney can help you choose the right business structure, prepare and file the necessary legal documents, draft partnership agreements, operating agreements, or corporate bylaws, ensure compliance with tax and regulatory requirements. Conclusion. Starting a business in New York City is an exciting but complex endeavor that requires careful planning and legal knowledge. Whether you choose to operate as a sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, or LLC, understanding the benefits and drawbacks of each structure is critical to the success of your venture. Seeking legal assistance will ensure that your business is properly established, protected, and positioned for growth. The law firm of Figueroa & Associates, which has over 25 years practicing immigration law, can help you navigate the process and avoid common pitfalls. To schedule an appointment, visit www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. The lawyer you hire does make a difference.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.